Good evening to you, or good afternoon rather. My name is MBUGA, Bishop for Christ Art Ministries International. And today I said I am going to hold a press conference and talk about this issue of Tegu. So I'm right here and I'm going to be straight to the point. I'm going to be straight to the point. And I want to start. Well, this is the position of Christ Heart Church regarding the death of our fellow member, co-minister, and someone we looked at as an upcoming leader. Number one, we are greatly saddened we've failed to come to terms with his death and with the way he died. We have been able to establish a number of facts contrary to what the police is releasing within the media. And we want to call upon police. We want to call upon police to be fair and to be true in this case. Be true to the issue of the time the crime got committed. It was not 10 o'clock, it was 7 o'clock. Number two, we want to know from the officers who were positioned at the main hall why they fired 2 bullets. And if you're looking within your ranks to find who did it, the person who has reported that he shot 2 bullets or his 2 bullets shot, because 2 bullets were heard at 2 different intervals in response to trying to deal with that young man who was not in any way violent. Number 3, we demand to know why an officer took his phone. And the officer who took the phone should be placed on the crime scene. So, all the things that you're trying to do and to say, we are going to get information from the PRO and what, we will not object. But it better be true information. Because this is a person who had a future. This is a person who we loved. This is a person who had a family, which family cared about him. You know, you can't come from the village to come to the city to study and they take you back as a dead body, killed because they've mistaken you for a thief. How many people at the university lose how many people on the university lose laptops? Yeah, and they've never caught anybody. Why would you catch a person and you're calling him a thief and he has nothing? You know, we are greatly saddened every day that we read these things and we watch the things that are coming in from the police. We feel very, very saddened and our intelligence greatly insulted. So, for this matter, we have accepted the contribution of Uganda Law Society, of Christian Lawyers Fraternity and Uganda Law Society to take up this case with its own independent investigations team to establish the facts in the courts of law. This is not acceptable. No one should die. No one should be caught and killed in that manner. You know? No one should. We completely and we speak against the torture of suspects. And also, we want to call upon those who are concerned to disarm the LDUs, because there are more people who have been killed by people trying to enforce curfew than with this thing called Corona, which we are trying to keep them from. In the same breath, I want to call upon the opening of churches, because churches are the light of the world. They are the salt of the earth. Whenever you find society which is deprived of the spiritual aspect, collective spiritual aspect, you begin to expose that society to other forces which are free to reign. So we want to call upon the quick opening of churches, because this church is a major contributor to development in this nation. Finally, we want to call upon those of you who feel so bad about this issue of our brother Emmanuel Tegu. We know God also has his own way of justice. I want to offer free advice to whoever participated in that kind of activity, that if you do not repent, you have your own children and your own life in the same pattern. If you do not repent, you will live to bury your own children the way you've made Tegu's mother bury him. If you do not repent, that's exactly what is going to happen. So, I don't want to waste or take more time. I want to reiterate that we are we want to tell police and other forces at large that journalists are contributors to development, and also church is a contributor to development. So I want to pray that no other person in this nation dies at the hands of police or LDUs. I pray that there will be no other mother that buries her son or her daughter because of mistaken identity. Last but not least, I want to also call upon the police not to excuse of bipolar, because not every bipolar person will end up dying like that. If you're saying, Tegu, that's why you killed him, then that means every family where there are bipolar people, they are likely to be killed in the same manner. We don't want people who are struggling with mental issues to feel unsafe in their countries. We already know that confining people in spaces for a protracted period of time causes mental stress. We already know that, and it has been out there. We don't know why. Among the SOPs, it was not incorporated so that those who are pushing for law and order should know that there are people who are stressed being confined. Finally, we want to call upon Uganda Police. It has already offered, which are not true. And we want to call upon them to apologize for such actions. I have to say, right now, this case is generating very, very high interest this world over. And I want to assure you, we will soon publish showing you the situation using all kinds of technology available to us. And for sure, Emmanuel Tegu will get the justice that he deserves. I want to thank you so much for being able to watch me and to watch this issue. May Tegu's soul rest in eternal peace. Thank you very much.